Hey everybody, after long waiting for many of you, I have finally gotten around to reviewing these guys. So, welcome to my review of the Ninja Assassin Gomez, both black and white. We're going to do a 2-for-1 and let you guys enjoy. Now, before I go any further, I want to note that I lost a mandible on one of my Assassin Gomez's face, the black one. So he is one mandible less without the rest of us, unfortunately. So just deal with that. Just know it's been said. For those of you that are going to put the comment in, oh, why is he missing one? I've said it in the beginning. If you happen to glance over that, you're crazy. So let's get started. So these guys were the Asia exclusive, and they were offered in Hong Kong. And sorry, they were offered in Taiwan, I believe. It was a Taiwan and China. So I believe it was offered at those two. It's the Asia Gold exclusive. And the point being that these guys are really hard to get. It's part of the reason why I didn't want to review them. Yes, they are rare, but it is crazy how rare they are. And I didn't want to make people feel away. But I think you guys have kind of blended over that, you know, and I can get to enjoying the photos of these guys. So with that being said, these guys actually happen to be on the same body, but I wanted to make sure they were both here so you can see what they look like next to each other. Cosmetically, this is a white costume draped in black outline, as well as still black boots and black gloves. This is black on black, and it's lovely. The heads are obviously different. We'll go over that later too. So since everybody's kind of seen the black one and the white one is the more rare one, I'm gonna put my homie back here, let him chill out and enjoy his time out of the sunlight. We're gonna look at this cool motherfucker right here. Now, real quick, the white assassin actually looks really dope. I prefer the black one because I like black ninjas. But the white one actually does an impressive job of having that nice blend of white and black, and the white head, black compound eyes look really fantastic. As usual with our articulation, you have standard Gomez / Spider-Man articulation. We already know our antlers can rotate, which always is a good look. It can kind of add expression to Gomez, which I really enjoy. Our heads can go up, it can go down, can tilt left and right, can look pretty much all around and give you a full 360 view. Let's make sure that neck is lined up. Yep. Now, the hood can go over this head only about this far. So you're not going to get over the full head. So keep that in mind. When you pop on the other head, you'll obviously get a better range with that. So let's get into our articulation. We can move our arms all the way up. This is how far they go up standardly without rotating them going forward. And then upward, we can get a full look. As you can see, he look up, rotate up. So he can do what I call the monkey bars. If he can hang like this, he can do monkey bars, right? We are double jointed in our arms. We have a bicep swivel, right? Our upper torso articulation consists of, we have a really deep forward cut, and we can go backwards as well. With doing that though, moving it the way that I just moved it, we obviously untie all the good things that we just do. So obviously this comes up in the belt area. I'm going to let it look sloppy for now. I'm going to fix it later for photos. But for review reasons, I'm actually going to leave it sloppy for now, which is going to bother me visually, but it's not a big deal. You got to do it for the sake of doing it, right? We can rotate left and rotate right. And our legs can go forward, really far forward, because the freeing clothing actually frees up a lot of room for you to move around. There is a thigh swivel, right? You can obviously swivel this around too, as well. Our legs can go, our knees, wow. Our toes can go backwards and forwards and can rotate inward and outward. They have that hinge. Knees are double jointed as well. So getting any sort of jumping cool ninja poses, these are all very much possible with this guy. And then if you want to do legs wide open, let me actually tuck that from the back, because actually that's not giving you a little bit of enough room. So let's say you want to get like a cool Spider-Man-like pose. Like let's say you were web swinging or anything like that. All that stuff is pretty much possible with this body. You got to be careful how you drape your clothing. So even the 3-point stance that you love to do with Iron Man, it's very much possible too. These guys actually have a huge range of articulation and accessories and weapons. So let's jump into that as I make this guy look cool, right? Now, let's stand him straight up, and we're going to get a look at our accessories and things like that. Like I said, I'm going to leave him all droopy and weird. It's going to bother me, but if I pose him up like this will bother me a lot less. Now, as far as our accessories go, we are going to talk about what we get here. We get our standard Gomez hands. I don't even have to take them out because I'm pretty sure we all know what we get with Gomez hands. They are pretty much all the same. You will have the open palm hand. You have the weapon holding hands. The only thing that you will not get with these, which are actually excluded, the only thing will be the trigger hands. You don't get trigger hands for both sides, but I think that actually works itself out. So, with that being said, we're going to go into the things that are actually unique to these guys. So, for both the black and the white, you will get a boom boom. For the white ninja, you'll get a white boom boom. For black ninja, you get black boom boom. You do not get the accessories for building the storage versions of these guys. Actually, there we go. You will just get the opening. See? But boom boom is boom boom, and I'm totally fine with that regardless. For the white and the black ninja, you will get two separate bug heads. For the white ninja, you'll get these pink compound eyes, which they look and feel very funny, which is awesome. And for the black ninja, you get a red head with black eyes. I really like both. Now, the cool thing and the reason why I chose the white one is because when you supercharge this in light, you can actually make it glow for a little bit like you did with the Thor eye effect and with Superman as well too. So I'm going to supercharge this guy with light for a second. I'm going to turn on one of my other lights. Hopefully we can all see it, right? So I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. As you can see, it's glowing purple. Kind of like a black light effect, right? And voila. It's pink, purple, pink, purple. So I want to make sure you guys see that as we talked about that. Next up, we're going to talk about our accessories, which are massive, and we get a ton of them. So that's really dope. First things first, let's talk about this really dope ninja smoke effect. Now, this is a hollow one-sided effect, but it's very effective in doing what it does because it stands pretty much the same size as Gomez when it's hunched over. So that means you can actually hide behind the ninja smoke effect or above it, depending on what you're going to do. So for photo's sake, because light is going to shine through this actually pretty well, let's actually take a look at that and test that theory. But yeah, it actually does shine through it pretty well. And because of that, you can get a lot of massive, cool ideas from this, which is great for photography. And I really like the fact that it was done. Really wish that we got more of these, right? Really do. I like the bottom of it because you can see right here, this is where the smoke kind of implodes and then clouds out. So there was a lot of thought put into this kind of design. And I want to get more kind of things like this. Simple designs like this actually go a long way for photography. I know a lot of people don't appreciate that, but I do. So let's leave that over back here. Then we're going to talk about all the other stuff. So as far as backpack accessories, which I'm going to go over first, you'll actually get this kind of sword holster / arrow holder. And I'm going to add the stuff to that when we go over that. I'm going to come back to this one. This can be adjusted too as well as also opened up kind of like a standard modernized ninja gear, because obviously they didn't have latches like that in feudal Japan. Then you have a side satchel. This can actually be tied around the waist and loop through. As you can see, I'm gonna push that down and you can see the opening. And this actually latches up. There's gonna be a little something in there. I would recommend you put your tiny little smoke grenades in there. And then you have your over the shoulder onesie little backpack, kind of like your little super dry backpack that we all get nowadays because we're all posers. And as you can see, there's a little piece of the little styrofoam in there, but this can go right over the shoulders, and we're gonna go over that real fast. Let's do that. Oh, damn. Try not to let one fall and both fell. Now what's really cool about this, I'm gonna just take the head off, make it easier for me. I know I don't need to, but it just makes it easier for me. Is that when this guy is leveled out, obviously, as you can see here, it fits on just fine. Goes right over the shoulder. This can be used for a bunch of other people. It can be used for Gomez. It doesn't matter. This can just be your overall thing that you do. But since I have him here, let me just pop this head on with the hood so I can show you guys, as I stated earlier, the hood kind of just comes on this one a lot easier. So as you can see, the hood actually covers up most of the head on this one. So you actually get a better look at it, right? Actually, let's just leave this head on so we can have some fun in a second. We're going to take this off. Now we're going to talk about our weapons, which is a lot of fun because I think he was packed with a ton of ninja weapons. We're gonna come back to this right now. So we get nunchucks, which honestly, I love that the fact that they come on a chain, because I can get my Michelangelo on, you know, just start spinning. Then you will get a sickle and chain. Again, the chain stuff. I really like the fact that when this is done, you actually get a lot of free flow and form. So I'm totally fine with these. Then you have, I'm not sure if this one is called the kunai or the other version of the sickle, but I know this is also here. You have a Nadochi, a short version of the katana, well, the shorter katana that most people get. You have its sheath as well too. You get 2 short swords. These are actually short swords, and I want to get into this right now too with the backpack. You will get 4 smoke grenades. And like I said before, you can actually just put them in your tiny satchel if you wanted to and store them that way. I have styrofoam in there, so that's why it's going to pop out. But you can actually store at least 2 of those in there. You will get 2 size. So in case you wanted to be Raphael, Michelangelo, or Raphael, Leonardo. I don't know why I thought. But you don't get to be Donatello because you don't get a staff. But you get the other Ninja Turtle weapons, which will kind of leave you pretty happy, right? You will also get throwing stars. You'll get 4 of them. These are very tiny as well, so don't lose these. They are black and silver. Easily could be lost in a rug that is gray, though. You will also get 3 kunais, 3 short ones. In case you can't get your kunai on. And you will get a bow with an arrow package. So you have your bow, which has been fixed ever since Arsenal. So these actually shoot arrows. You will get the arrow pack. And I'll go into the backpack piece. And you also get 2 types of arrow. You get a main classic piercing arrow and you get a modernized arrow. So you get all of that. And it actually came out really nice. And one more thing I forgot. You get your classic grappling hook. Gotta love grappling hooks, right? The myth is real about those. Now, with the backpack though, as you can see here, you can slide this on. But as you can see, you can pop that open. You can actually slide in your arrows. And hold on, Riley. Sorry, y'all. Riley in the background getting lonely. So I'm gonna tend to him after this. You can actually fit your arrows in really well. All right? Then our swords can slide through as well too. So what I did is I usually slide 1 sword through the top and 1 sword through the other end. So that way they don't actually cross paths with each other. And you can actually just have this on your backpack. So you can actually come semi-loaded up with some swords and stuff. There's also this piece on the side to prevent a little bit of rubbing and chafing. So yeah, this actually works out really well. I have absolutely adored these ninjas and had a good time. I've only ever used these guys really as background pieces because I didn't want to make people feel away. But I think it's time that, it's time to come across and I can actually sit down and enjoy some photos. So hopefully you guys will too. Real quick, we're going to do some quick size comparisons to show you how your modern Gomez ninjas will look next to some other stuff. So I'm going to leave both heads on so you can get a look at both. And yeah, just stand these guys up. Voila. So now that we're here, chill. Let's get that size comparison going. Real quick, we're gonna see what it looks like next to a bunch of other Gomez. I don't have them all out, but I have a few. So here he is next to Ronin Gomez, in case you obviously want to put him up against him. Here's Agent, the first and most well-known one, because he's the first one that started it all, right? Here we are with Gold Gomez as well. Yeah, there's a bunch of Gomez. I also, I got my street one, which is pretty much, and is not the amazing attire. And Spec Ops is pretty much being used by my body, right? So we have a bunch of Gomez's together. We can see these guys look pretty cool. We have a small Gomez army at this point, which is always fantastic, right? Let's put our Gomez's away. And let's compare him to another Mezco size, which is like the Diabolic body. This is on a Diabolic body using the CJism 2.0 ninja suit, which is pretty dope. Then if we're going to talk about ninjas, Got to talk about the Articulated Icons ninjas because these guys are definitely going to have fun together. As you can see, they are slightly smaller, but if you're going to do a group shot with ninjas, I think these two will work fantastic with these. So you're actually in a good spot there with that. Next up, we're going to compare to some domestics. Here we are with a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. This is the Ascension scale. You can see how he looks right there. Then we have him next to an SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. And as you can see, the Mezco stuff is clearly bigger. It fits in with more domestic stuff than it would fit in with ours. So, well, ours is in Japanese stuff. So if you do more import stuff, that's what you get. Then we have your main man, Snake Eyes, who fits in this genre actually pretty good. But size-wise, he's a little bit on the smaller side, like the Articulated Icons ninjas. Then we're going to do a Mythic Legions. So here we have a Mythic Legions Barbarian. This one is my Kit Bash Barbarian, so he doesn't have a name yet, right? And they're a little smaller, clearly. So the Mezco is actually a little smaller when compared to Mythic Legions. And for those of you that just want to mix up your stuff, here's a DC Essential Sinestro. And here is a McFarlane Johnny Cage. So yeah. Gomez kind of just fits in the middle of all this, which is pretty dope in case you want to mix and match. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to stick them up with ninjas, I think you'll be just fine with Snake Eyes and Articulated Icons, which is also good. But these have been a gem and they're fantastically fun. It's also cool to have all these accessories. It's really dope to have. Do I wish they were so rare? Not really. Kind of want everybody to have access to it. But who knows? I mean, we may get more. I mean, it's Gomez. And at this point, we've actually gotten a lot of Gomez, which it's fair to be said, like, it's actually been a fun time to be an original character fan and getting these different renditions. Because even if you only have one, I can honestly say most people that kind of were against Gomez have changed their mind and have really enjoyed him since then. And that's always a good thing to hear. So I hope you guys found it informative. I hope you found it enjoyable. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe. Be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.